That brings us to your forecast. Hopefully getting some more of that today, Alan.
Yeah, more sun like in this picture, but unlike this photo, not expecting to see snow on the ground. This was taken late last week out near CSU Pueblo during a sunrise. That photo sent in by News 5 viewer Russell Garcia. And this one from over the weekend, Carol Gephardt took a drive up to Park County at the very popular for recreation Terriel Reservoir. Look at all the folks taking part in some ice fishing activities. A nice weekend to do that as temperatures up in Park County were up into the 40s and 50s back on Sunday afternoon. And we're starting out very warm and breezy because of some westerly downslope winds. Even up around Woodland Park, 36 this morning, 52 in the Springs. Some of the cooler spots both east and west of the interstate. Lamar at 29, Alamosa at 19. Now the wind is beginning to weaken somewhat here in the Pikes Peak region compared to what we saw around 4 or around 5 o'clock this morning. So as we get closer to 6 a.m., beginning to see some weakening of that wind, but still pretty gusty down on the eastern slopes of both the wets and the sand grays. Now for the biking forecast today, going to feel like spring, going to look like spring. So a nice day to get outside and recreate by 9 a.m. Temperatures in the 50s, and for the noontime temp around the low 60s. 3 o'clock this afternoon, warm for February standards. Highs are going to be around 15 to 20 degrees above average for this time of the year. Now look at a futurecast. We have seen a few flurries and light snow showers up around the I-70 corridor. I think that wraps up as we head throughout the next hour or two with generally quiet conditions statewide throughout the day on Monday into Monday evening. And then by Tuesday morning, this right here is the incoming cold front that we've been talking about. This is going to bring some light snow accumulations to the high country. It'll bring in some gusty winds for us both ahead of the front and behind the front, with more of a west wind in advance of the front, which will bring in at least a marginal risk of high fire danger, and more of a cooler north wind that develops on the backside of that front. So highs today before that storm arrives will be well above average. 50s, 60s, and 70s throughout southern Colorado. Before that front arrives, we're going to be flirting with 70 tomorrow afternoon in the Springs. High of 68 looks to be the warmest day of the year so far. And gusts, I think, could be in the ballpark of 20 to 25 miles an hour. For Pueblo, we go from 70s on Monday to Tuesday, briefly down to the 50s, and then we're back to the 60s late this week and into the first weekend of March. For Canyon City, February ends with sort of a mixed bag temperature-wise, but no real significant threats of any snowfall as we look over the next 5 to 7 day period. A little cooler Wednesday and then warming back up from Thursday into Sunday. For Woodland Park, that gusty cold front might bring a flurry or a snow shower to parts of Teller County. Otherwise, we're slightly cooler Wednesday and then back to 50s from Thursday into the weekend.